To understand the unsettling nature of Dead Children's Playground, we must first delve into the history of Maple Hill Cemetery itself. Established in 1822, this sprawling necropolis is the oldest and largest cemetery in Huntsville, serving as the final resting place for generations of its citizens. The early 20th century brought a wave of sorrow to Maple Hill Cemetery, as the Spanish flu pandemic swept across the globe, claiming millions of lives. Huntsville was not spared from the virus's deadly reach. The cemetery became a grim reflection of the pandemic's toll, as row upon row of fresh graves were dug to accommodate the overwhelming number of victims. Many of those laid to rest during this dark period were children, their lives cut tragically short by the unforgiving virus. Whether the playground was built before or after the pandemic's peak is unclear, lost to the mists of time. But its proximity to the mass graves of the Spanish flu era has undoubtedly colored its history, imbuing the space with an undeniable aura of tragedy and loss. The shadows of the past linger heavily here, casting a somber pall over the playground and the surrounding graves, a testament to the sorrow etched into the very soil of Maple Hill Cemetery. Over the decades, Dead Children's Playground has become a hotbed of paranormal activity, attracting those seeking a glimpse into the realm beyond our own. Stories abound of strange and unsettling occurrences within the playground's confines, each tale more chilling than the last. Visitors speak of disembodied voices, whispering their names from the shadows, beckoning them closer to the rusted swings and slides. Others describe a feeling of being watched, an unseen presence following their every move. Some claim to have captured strange anomalies in photographs taken within the playground, unexplained orbs of light or shadowy figures lurking in the background. One oft-repeated tale speaks of a swing set that moves on its own, its chains creaking back and forth as if propelled by unseen hands. Paranormal investigators, drawn to the playground's dark reputation, have conducted numerous investigations within its confines, hoping to capture evidence of the supernatural. While their findings remain inconclusive, many claim to have recorded EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, capturing disembodied voices and whispers on their audio equipment. The chilling atmosphere of Dead Children's Playground continues to draw those brave enough to seek out its mysteries, each visit adding another layer to its eerie legend. One of the most unsettling aspects of Dead Children's Playground is the feeling of being watched. Visitors have consistently reported a sensation of unseen eyes tracking their every move, as if the spirits of the playground are observing the living from the shadows. This sensation is often accompanied by a sudden drop in temperature, a chill that seems to emanate from the very air itself. Some believe that the eyes belong to the spirits of the children who perished during the Spanish flu pandemic. These children, robbed of their lives at such a young age, are said to linger in the playground, their spectral gazes filled with a mixture of sadness and longing. Others speculate that the eyes belong to entities far older and more sinister, drawn to the playground's aura of death and despair. One particularly chilling account tells of a group of teenagers who visited the playground late one night, seeking thrills and a challenge to their courage. As they dared each other to venture further into the darkness, one of the teenagers, a young girl, suddenly screamed and stumbled backward, her eyes wide with terror. She claimed to have seen a pair of glowing eyes staring back at her from the shadows, eyes that seemed to pierce through her very soul. The group fled the playground, their laughter replaced by a haunting silence, forever marked by the eyes in the darkness. Perhaps the most unsettling of all the reported phenomena at Dead Children's Playground is the sound of children's laughter echoing through the night. This laughter, often described as high-pitched and filled with an unsettling joy, is said to be most audible during the witching hour, between midnight and 3 a.m., when the veil between our world and the next is at its thinnest. Some believe that the laughter is simply the sound of children playing, their spectral forms continuing the games they enjoyed in life. Others, however, believe that the laughter holds a more sinister undertone, a mocking echo of the joy that was stolen from these children by an untimely death. Another story told, as the clock struck midnight, a young couple heard the distinct sound of children's laughter coming from the direction of the playground. But when they reached the playground's entrance, they were met with an eerie silence. The couple stood frozen, their breath visible in the cold night air, as shadows seemed to dance around them, whispering secrets of the past. The playground, now shrouded in an otherworldly mist, seemed to come alive with the presence of unseen entities, their whispers blending with the lingering laughter. The couple, overwhelmed by the chilling atmosphere, quickly retreated, leaving the playground to its ghostly inhabitants and the echoes of a laughter that would haunt them forever. Beyond the unsettling sights and sounds, visitors to Dead Children's Playground have also reported experiencing physical sensations that defy explanation. Some describe feeling a sudden chill, as if a cold wind has swept through the area, even on the stillest of nights. Others claim to feel a weight pressing down on their chests, making it difficult to breathe, as if an unseen entity is attempting to suffocate them. One of the most common physical sensations reported at the playground is the feeling of being touched. Visitors have described feeling unseen hands tugging at their clothing, stroking their hair, or even pushing them from behind. These touches are often accompanied by a feeling of dread and unease, as if the entity responsible for the touch means them harm. A local woman who visited the playground with her young son recounted a particularly chilling experience. As her son played on the swings, the woman felt a cold hand rest on her shoulder. The playground, shrouded in darkness, seemed to come alive with ghostly presences, leaving visitors with an overwhelming sense of fear and unease. While the origins of the paranormal activity at Dead Children's Playground remain a mystery, some paranormal investigators believe that the playground sits atop a convergence of powerful energies. They theorize that the combination of the cemetery's long history of death and sorrow, the tragic loss of life during the Spanish flu pandemic, and the playground's association with children, who are often seen as more sensitive to the supernatural, has created a perfect storm of paranormal activity. These investigators often point to the concept of residual energy, the idea that strong emotions such as grief, anger, or fear can leave an imprint on a location long after the event that caused those emotions has passed. Given the countless deaths and the overwhelming grief that has permeated Maple Hill Cemetery over the centuries, it's not surprising that some believe the area is saturated with residual energy. Others believe that the playground serves as a conduit between our world and the next, a thin spot in the veil where spirits can more easily cross over. Whether the paranormal activity at Dead Children's Playground is caused by residual energy, a thin spot in the veil, or some other unknown factor, local legends say that a serial child murderer dumped 40 bodies of kids nearby that were abducted in the 1960s, but there's no evidence that this happened. Dead Children's Playground, with its rusted swings and overgrown weeds, stands as a testament to the enduring power of stories. Whether rooted in truth or simply the product of overactive imaginations, the tales surrounding this unsettling location continue to captivate and terrify, ensuring that the playground remains a fixture in local folklore and a destination for those seeking a brush with the unknown. The playground's enduring hold can be attributed to its unique blend of history, tragedy, and mystery. Ghost hunters, thrill seekers, and nighttime explorers alike are drawn to this enigmatic site, each hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural or to feel the chill of the unknown. The lingering spirits and haunted memories that are said to inhabit this place create a spectral presence that is both fascinating and terrifying, ensuring that Dead Children's Playground remains a haunting enigma for generations to come. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more hauntings from around the world.